very loud. Right, I need glasses on. Okay, girls, I didn't write down what I gave you. So area and volume, we were on page. Right, so 493, 1 to 4, you tell me? Right, does anyone need me to do any bit of number 1? Any 2? We okay with number 2? Number 3? Working backwards, were you okay with that? Yeah? Right, okay, and, number 4, working backwards. Could I do which one?
Just one of number 4.
Anyone.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so 4 part 1. Okay, so we have the length, right, we're missing the width, and you have the height, okay? Right, now which one you call length, which one you call width, which one you call height, doesn't matter, okay? Right, but we know the answer, so we know if you multiply length by width by height, the answer is going to be 35, okay? So the length is 5, the width is x, right? I'm going to change the multiply to dots, okay, so you don't think they're x's. Right, so I change the multiply to dots, okay, multiply by the height is 2, equals 35. So over here you multiply the numbers, 5 by 2 is 10, 10 by x is 10x. So 10x equals 35, so then get rid of that 10, you divide each side by 10, and you get x is equal to 3.5, and put a unit on it if they gave me. This is centimeters cubed, so that means all the lengths are in centimeters. Is that okay? Will I do a second one? Yeah. Okay, so the rest of number 4 was okay. Right, okay, so today I'm moving on to prisms, same section, okay? We're not moving on to a new section. I'm just going to talk about prisms, okay?
Miss, you have a test one?
Do I have your test? I do. Did I not give them back to you? No. Right, I shall give you back your test. They were okay. I just turn. No. What I'll do is, if I turn it off, the recording will stop. So I'll do that so you can't see. Right, okay. So will you come and collect them? So when I call you. Right, Lucy. Grace. Breda.
Thank you.
Breda. Quiba. Neve. Anya. Anya's out, is she? Kyra. Sophie. Kyra's out, yeah. Sophie. Ashleen. Orna. Zainab. Annabelle. Which way am I going? Zainab. Sorry. Annabelle. Sarah. Casey. You can just stretch. Ella. Roisin. Rachel. Kate. Roisin. Kate. Rachel. Shauna. Ashleen. Right, girls, because I'm geared up to do prisms, can I go through them tomorrow? So will you just put them into your books Right, don't take them out. I'll go through the test tomorrow, okay? Right, it's just I'm geared up for prisms now. Okay, because I forgot about the test. And I don't like change. Okay, girls. Right, so I'm going to talk about what's a prism first. Okay? So a prism is any shape that's the same at the front as it is, it's the same the whole way along. Right, a prism, now I'll write this down and then I'll explain what I mean. A prism is an object with a uniform cross section. Now, I'm going to explain what that means in the everyday language. So girls, a prism is any shape that the front and the back are the same and it's the same the whole way through. For example, this toaster is a prism, right? The shape at the front and the shape at the back are the same, right? And it's the same the whole way through.
Are you recording it?
Yeah, this is a prism. Okay, you can't see that. This toaster is a prism. Shape here is the same as the shape at the other end, right? And it's the same the whole way through. So if I was to cut a slice at any stage, I'd get the exact same shape. Right, that's a prism. So any object like that is a prism. This roll of paper is a prism. The shape at the front, right, is the same as the shape at the bottom, right? And if I was to cut a slice at any stage there, it would be the exact same shape. Okay, right. This is not a prism, right? Okay. So the shape at one side is not the same as the shape, there's no way, the same at one side is not the same as the shape at the other side, right, okay? And it's not the same the whole way through, right? This is not a prism, right, okay? Because this is the shape up at the top, this is the shape down at the bottom, it's not the same, right, okay? So a Pringles box is a prism. Right, okay, a Toblerone bar, right, is a prism, yeah, okay, what else is there? Right, this book is a prism, it's also a rectangular block, but it's a prism, because the shape here is the same as the shape at the other end, right, and if I was to cut a slice, right, in the middle would be the exact same shape again, right, do we all know what a prism is? Right, okay. So a prism, I'll just draw a few examples of a prism. So if I have a square at the front and a square at the back, and then I join those up, that's a prism, right? Okay, if I have a triangle at the front and a triangle at the back, I'm really good at art now, as you can see, so yeah, that's a prism, okay? So if I have a weird looking shape at the front, I'll never be able to draw the same weird looking shape at the back. Same shape at the back, right? Join it up, they're supposed to be the same. Right, okay? Prisms, and a prism is an object with a uniform cross section. Okay, sorry, I rubbed it out. So a prism is an object with a uniform cross section. So it's basically the same at the front and the back, and it's the same the whole way through. Right, okay? Right. So the rule is, right, if you want to get the volume of the prism, what? Yeah, volume of the prism equals, if you get the area of the front and you multiply it by the length back, right, okay, so I'd be getting the area of this square at the front and I'd multiply it by the length, right, that's an L, right, I'd get the area of the triangle at the front and I'd multiply it by the length. I get the area of this weird looking shape at the front and I'd multiply it by the length. Okay? So that's what a prism works out to be. Right? So a Pringles box. Right? What else is there? A Toblerone box. Right? And I can't think of anything else because, yeah, my mind's gone blank. Right? But you get the idea. You know what a prism is? Right? And you get the area of the front. Right? Or the back, because they're the same. Right? So the area of the front or the back, because they're the same, and you multiply it by the length back. Okay? Right? So, example. Can I move it up? Is that okay?
Area from
Area of the front multiplied by the length. Right? Find the volume of the prism. Is everyone onto this board? Can I move it up? Yeah. So I'll just do a Toblerone box to start with. Okay, so we'll say this is 6 centimeters, this is 4 centimeters, and I need the distance back. I'll call this 8 centimeters. Okay, so the rule is to get the volume of that, it's the area of the front
wait, 6 centimeters on the board.
Yeah, 6 centimeters goes across, 4 centimeters it goes up, and 8 centimeters is the length back. So area of the front multiplied by the length. Okay, right. The area of the front, first off, what shape is the front? What's this shape? Triangle. How do you get the area of a triangle? It's a half multiplied by the base multiplied by the height, isn't it? Right? So then you want to multiply that by the length back. So that's a half multiplied by the base of that triangle measures 6 multiplied by 4, and then you want to multiply that by the length back, which is multiplied by 8. Put the whole lot into your calculator and press equals. 3 4s are 12, 8 12s are 96, and its volume, so it's centimeters cubed. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Example 2.
Basically, you push it over 20.
Yeah, I will now. I was waiting for you to finish the last board. Right, see this, that there reads 10 centimeters. Okay, now the drawing isn't great, girls, sorry. Okay, right, so basically this is the front. That's the front face there, right? Okay, so I'm just going to draw out the front face here. So that's the front face. So I need to get the area of the front and multiply it by the distance back. Okay, now the front, that's the front. The front is a weird looking shape, but I don't do weird looking shapes, but what I can do is I can break it into what? A rectangle and a triangle, can't I? Okay, so this measures 40 centimeters. This height here is 10 centimeters. Now, the whole height here is 20 centimeters, right? Okay, now I want to split the measurements up for the triangle. So if the whole lot is 20 and from here to here is 10, what's from here to here? So the whole line measures 20. This from here to here measures 10. So what's the top bit measure? 10. So this one up here is 10 centimeters also. And this one, this is a rectangle, so this is 40 centimeters. So in order to get the area of the front, girls, I have to do it separately. I have to do a rectangle and a triangle. So the area of the front is the area of a rectangle plus the area of a triangle. I'm just going to draw a little triangle instead of writing the word. Okay, so the area of the front is, get the area of the rectangle and add on the area of the triangle. Okay, and once you have the area of the front and the area of the front, you multiply it by the distance back. So the area of the rectangle, what's the area of a rectangle? Length by width, isn't it? What would that be? 40 by 10. Agreed? Add. How to get the area of the triangle? It's a half the base by the perpendicular height. So a half, what's the base of that triangle? 40. What's the height? Bearing in mind it's a right angle triangle. So right angle triangle, the perpendicular height is the side. So what's that? 40 by 10, isn't it? Okay. So in there, 40 by 10 is 400. So that's the rectangle. A half of 40 by 10 is 200. So you add those together to get the area of the front, and then you multiply your answer by the length back. So the length back is 30, isn't it? Agreed? Length back is 30. Okay, so 400 plus 200 is 600. 600 multiplied by 30 is 18,000. And everything was in centimeters, so it's centimeters cubed. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so when we look at these prisms, girls, example one, it was a straightforward, the front was a straightforward triangle, right? Sometimes the front is a combination of shapes, but remember, please bear in mind, you can only do circles, triangles, rectangles and squares. That's all you can do so far, and trapeziums, okay? Right? So they're the only shapes you can do so far, so you have to split the front into those shapes, okay? So I'm going to give you some questions to do, but before I leave you off to do the questions, I'm going to talk about them, okay? Right, so the first question I'm going to give you is number 4 here. Now they're telling you the area of the front. So they're telling you the area of the front. So what have I to do here? It's the area of the front, so it's 66 multiplied by the length back, which is 32. Okay? How do you do this one? Yeah, oh, you can't see the numbers. Right, is that it? So what would you multiply there for this one down here, down there, that one? 124 multiplied by 9. And what would you do for this one? 280 multiplied by 54. That one's okay, isn't it? Right, moving on. Now, they're not giving you the area of the front anymore. You have to get it. So the area, what shape is this front? Triangle. How to get the area of a triangle? A half multiplied by the base multiplied by the height. So that would be a half multiplied by 8 multiplied by 8. And then whatever answer you get, you multiply it by 10. Right, this one's a right angle triangle. So what's special about a right angle triangle? The height is the actual side. So how would you get the area of this triangle? A half of 10 multiplied by 6, and then multiply your answer by, job done. Right, okay. This, brilliant. Thanks so much. Yeah, it's very bright. Yeah, thanks very much. Right, this one, girls, you have to work backwards. right? So you did the area of the front multiplied by 10 equals 140. Isn't that what you do? I might do this one, right? Okay, so just that one there. They're telling me the answer, right? Okay, so they're telling me the volume equals 140. Okay, so you know the area of the front multiplied by the length is equal to 140. Okay, look at the front, tell me what shape it is. Triangle. How do I get a shape for triangle? It's half multiplied by the base multiplied by the height, and then I multiply that by the length back and I got 140. Would you agree? Right, fill in what you can. So it's a half. I'm going to change that to a dot, the multiply to a dot, because the base I'm going to call x, because I don't know what it is. Is that alright? Multiplied by the height, what's the height? 4. Multiplied by the length back, 10. And the answer is 140. Okay? Multiply what you can. So a half into the calculator, a half multiplied by 4 multiplied by 10. That'll give you 20. And 20 multiplied by x is 20x. So 20x equals 140. So what I do now? X is 140 over 20, isn't it? Which is 7. Okay? That's just one working backwards. Okay? And put a unit on it. The volume was in cm cubed. So that means the lengths are all in centimetres. Is that okay?
Yeah.
That's number 14. Or no, it's not. It's number 7. Right, okay. Here, work out the volume of each of these prisms. You have to work out the area of the front. The area of the front is a weird looking shape. So what do I need to do with the front of that? I need to split it into what? 2 rectangles. So then you get the area of one rectangle, add it to the area of the other rectangle, and you multiply it by the distance back. I'm going to leave that one with you. Front of this, what will I do? Split it into 2 rectangles again, and then get the area of each rectangle, add them, and multiply your answer by 5. Okay? Right, this one, it's a trapezium. Remember the formula for a trapezium was the parallel side plus the other parallel side divided by 2 multiplied by height. So it's a plus 10. You know, the formula is a plus b over 2 multiplied by the height. That's the area, how to get the area of a trapezium, okay? It's in the log tables, that formula. So a is 8, so it's 8 plus 10 divided by 2 multiplied by 4. And then you multiply that by 18, okay? Right, I'll leave it with you. This is a cross section of a swimming pool. The width of the swimming pool is 6. Work out the volume of water in the pool, okay? So basically, they just haven't told you that this goes back 6 meters, okay? Right, now that's a weird looking shape. What will I split the front into? I'm going to draw a line across there, aren't I? And make it a rectangle and a triangle. Is that alright? Okay. This one, draw a line down there and make the front a rectangle and a triangle. Oh, sorry. Here, make that a rectangle and a triangle. Get the area of the front and multiply it by the distance back, which is 15. Okay? Is that alright? Right, I'm going to leave those. I'll just leave you this page to do. Okay, so I'm going to take a picture of this page, put it up on Teams, and you're going to do it between now and tomorrow. Okay? So, yeah. Teams. Teams. 6 years. Okay, girls, and I will put up the answers as well, so ye know you're going right. So it's 18.3. I wonder if I those up since the last day.
It's a big deal.
It's on page 494. Did I put up 18.3 answers the last day? No, I didn't. So I'll put up the answers as well, so you know you're going right. Okay? What page did I say? 494.